previous lecture I taught you exercise 1.2, and in that we have seen up to question number 6. Now, so today we are going to start with the question number 7. So let's begin now, students. Question number 7 is a merchant had. Merchant means a business person, the trader you can say, right? A merchant had rupees 78,592 with her. So that means 78,592 rupees are there with the merchant. Now what she is doing with that? She placed an order for the purchasing 40 radio sets. Now from that amount she is going to purchase the radio sets. How many radio sets she is going to purchase? 40. Now first of all you should know the cost of one radio set. So it is mentioned in the question that the cost of radio set is rupees 1,200 each. Now what they are asking to us, how much money will remain with her after the purchase. So first of all we should know that what is the total cost of purchasing the radio sets. After getting that amount only we can subtract it from the original amount so that we can find the balance with the merchant. So let's see the calculation, students. Cost of one radio set is equal to rupees 1,200. Therefore, cost of 40 radio sets is equal to 1,200 multiplied by 40. Students, I already always used to talk on the quick maths, right? So, what is 12 into 4? 48. And how many zeros are there? 1, 2 and 3. Count the zeros, that are 3. So 48,000 rupees is the amount that she is paying for purchasing the 40 radio sets. Now what was the original amount with her? 78,592. So we want to find the balance amount. So the balance amount will be 78,592 minus 48,000. So the balance will be 2 minus 0, it's 2. 9 minus 0, it's 9. 5 minus 0, it's 5. 8 minus 8, it's 0. 7 minus 4, it's 3. So the balance amount with the merchant will be rupees 30,592. I hope students you understood this question. Okay students, now let's see the question number 8, right? The question is, a student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of 56. That means he wanted to actually multiply it with the 56, but he had done the mistake. That means he multiplied with the 65. Now, but obvious if you change the digits and the place of the digits, but obvious the answer will definitely going to change after it's a mathematics, right? So, by how much was his answer greater than the correct answer? So, generally if someone asks to you also, so generally what you do, first you multiply the 65, then you thought that my answer is wrong. Then what you do? Then you start multiplying the 56, then you see the difference, right? So this is one of the approach, that first you multiply the 65, then you multiply the 56, then subtract it to see the how much difference the answers are there. So but second way is what we can do, this number will be same whether I multiply the 65 or with the 56. So what I can do, I can take a difference of 65 and 56. So whatever will be the difference, so that you multiply with this number, so you will get the actual difference between the products, right, which you have done. So let's see here, 65 minus 56. So what is the difference between these numbers? 65 minus 56, the difference will be of 9. Right? Now if I multiply this 9 with this number, so I will get the actual difference between the products, right? If I multiply the 65 and if I do the 56, then I do the difference. So it takes a lot of time. So why to waste the time? Instead I can just subtract this 65 and 56. I will get 9. Then I multiply 9 with this number. So 7,236 multiplied by 9. So I will get the actual difference between the numbers. 6 9s are 54. 9 3s are 27 plus 5, that means 32. 9 2s are 18 plus 3, that means 21. 9 sevens are 63 plus 2, that means 65. So the actual difference between the products was 65,124. So this was the difference between the number, that is 65,124. So this much the mistake was been done by the student. Okay students, now let's see the question number 9. To stitch a shirt you very well know, so there is no need to describe that what the shirt is. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed. That means for one shirt, how much cloth is needed? 2 meter and 15 centimeter. Out of 40 meter cloth, that means total cloth with us is 40 meter, right? So how many shirts can be stitched? How many shirts can be stitched and how much cloth will remain? Total cloth is 40 meter, right? Now we need to make shirts from it. Now one shirt requires how much cloth? That is 2 meter and 15 centimeter. So at the last we need to tell that after making the shirts, right, how much cloth will be remain. But to do any calculations, first we need to see the unit, students. Here the unit is meter, here there is a combination of meter and centimeter. So we need to convert it into one particular unit. So I am going to convert the entire units into centimeter. Now what is the relation of meter and centimeter, students? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So I am going to convert the units of shirt as well as the total cloth. So now let's see the calculation of it, students. Total cloth is 40 meter. Now I am going to convert this 40 meter into centimeter. So 40 multiplied by 100, so it's 4000 centimeter. That means total cloth with us is 4000 centimeter. Now cloth required for one shirt. Cloth required for one shirt is equal to 2 meter 15 centimeter. Right students? Now 2 multiplied by 100 plus 15. So it's 200 plus 15. So 215 centimeter. 215 centimeter cloth we require for one particular shirt. Now we can take a help of the cross multiplication, students, to find the number of shirts which we can make from the 4000 centimeter cloth. So here I am doing that cross multiplication method. Okay, one shirt requires how much of cloth? 215. Now how much cloth we are having total? 4000. So how many shirts we can form? So we can get the answer by division. So students, 1 multiplied by 4000 is 4000, right? And this 215 will be multiplied the question mark, so that will be coming in the denominator. So I can say that 4000 needs to be divided with the 215. So 4000 divided by 215, right? So 215 ones are 215. If you subtract 400 and 215, so what you get? 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 1 is 8, 3 minus 2 is 1, right? And break down 0. So 215 8s are, it's 1720. So 5 minus 2 is 3, 8 minus 7 is 1. So I can say from this division, that means ki 18 shirts will be formed with the help of 4000 centimeter cloth and 130 centimeter cloth will be remaining. 18 shirts will be formed and 130 centimeter cloth will be remaining. So below here I am writing the statement, therefore 18 shirts will be formed and 130 centimeter will be 130 centimeter cloth will be remaining, right? Students, now let's see the question number 10, right? boxes, right? Medicine is going to be packed in the boxes. Now the weight of each box is 4 kg 500 gram. That means the weight of one medicine box will be 4 kg 500 gram. Now how many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kg? That means they are clearly giving us the indication that the capacity of the van is only 800 kg. That means it cannot carry beyond 800 kg. Now, as I already told in the previous question also, that we need to make the units common, right? Whenever we are doing the addition, subtraction, multiplication or division process, right? So here it is in kg and here it is in kg and gram. So let me make it common, right? That is gram. I will be converting the van capacity also in the gram and the box capacity also in the gram, right? Then we will be calculating the number of boxes that the van can carry. But first of all, we need to make the unit same. So let's see the solution here, students. Weight of medicine box is equal to 4 kg 500 gram. Now first I need to make the conversion of kilogram into gram, students. So you know very well the conversion rule, kilogram and gram. So 1 kg means 1000 gram. So 4 multiplied by 1000 plus 500 grams. So total will be 4000 plus 500 is equal to 4500 grams. Right? Now this is the medicine box weight. Now we are going to see the capacity of the van. The capacity of van is 800 kg. Here also first we need to make the conversion. So 800 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros will be there. Okay. Now we can use the cross multiplication method to find the number of boxes which the van can carry. So on one side I can write boxes and another side I can write weight in grams. Now one box capacity is 4500. Now total we are having 8 lakh. So how many boxes it can carry? So 1 multiplied by 8 lakh and divided by 4500. So I can say that 8 lakh needs to be divided by the 4500. So I will be starting with the cancellation of the zeros from the last. So 1 0 cut down, another 0 cut down. So now what is remaining? 8000 divided by 45. So I am showing the division process over here. Now 45 ones are 45. 80 minus 45. What is 80 minus 45, students? That is 35. Now bring down this 0. Now 350. We need to divide by 45. So the result will be 7. 45 7s are 315. Again 350 minus 315. That means it is again 35. Again bring down 0. So 45 7s are 315. So at the last we can say that the van can carry how many boxes, students? 177 boxes the van can carry, and the 35 is the little bit gram that is remaining, right? That is actually negligible also. So I can write here 177 boxes which the van can carry. Okay students, now let's see the question number 11, right? The distance between the school and the house of a student's house. That means here they are talking about the distance between the school and the student's house, right? Let's see the distance between them. That is 1 kilometer 875 meter. The distance between the school and the student's house is 1 kilometer 875 meter. Now it is but obvious, every day you travel 2 times, right? One time you come to the school, then you go back to your home. So 2 times in a day you are doing. So every day she walks both the ways. She is walking both the ways. That means she is going to the school, coming back from school to home. Find the total distance covered by her in 6 days. Find the total distance covered by her in 6 days. Why the 6 days? Because the school is only of 6 days only, right? So let's see the calculation, students. The distance from home to school, right? That is 1 kilometer 875 meter. The distance from school to home, the same distance is there. So that is 1 kilometer 875 meter. Here we will be seeing that daily how much distance she is traveling. So let's do the addition. Even you can have the multiplication also here. So you can multiply 1 kilometer 875 with the 2. That is also allowed. So let's see the calculation, students. 5 plus 5 it is 10. 7 plus 10 14 plus 1 15. 8 plus 8 16 plus 1 17. And 1, 2 and 3. So total 3 kilometers 750 meter she is walking on a daily basis. That means for one day. This needs to be multiplied with the 6 because we need to calculate for the 6 days. Right? So the distance traveled in 6 days is kilometer and meter. I have written separately because they are the units, different units are there. So 3 and 750. We need to multiply with the 6. We need to multiply with the 6 because 6 days she is traveling. So 6 zeros are 0, 6 5s are 30, 6 7s are 42, plus 3 45, 6 3s are 18, plus 4 22. So the 6 days total distance she is walking, that is 22 kilometer 500 meter. Right, students? Okay, students, now let's see the last question of this particular exercise, right? A vessel has 4 liters and 500 ml of curd. That means a big container is there which is having the curd. That is how much curd is there? 4 liter and 500 ml of curd. Curd जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं दही, right? In how many glasses each of 25 ml capacity can it be filled? Now see the curd is there, so we cannot eat the curd like this, right? We need to put the curd into particular small containers, right? So the small glasses are there. Now what is the capacity of that glasses? The capacity of the glass is 25 ml, right? So first of all we need to find that how first of all we need to convert the units, right? Because here it is ml and here it is liter and ml, so we need to make it in one particular unit. So let's make it into ml only. After doing the conversion, we have to find the number of glasses that can be filled with this curd, right, students? So let's see the calculations now. Capacity of vessel. What is the capacity of vessel? That is 4 liter and 500 ml. So convert this liter into ml. So 1 liter means 1000 ml. So 4 multiplied by 1000 plus 500. So it's 4000 plus 500 is equal to 4500 ml. Now we will convert the, this is already there in milliliter only, so there is no need for any kind of conversion. Glass is already there is in the ml only. So let's see the number of glasses that can be filled. So on one side I will be writing the glass, another side I will be writing the curd, that too in the ml. So one glass, in one glass how much curd can be filled? So that is 25. So total how much curd we are having? 4500. So how many glasses can be filled? So 1 multiplied by 4500, that means 4500. The one which multiplied with the question mark, that needs to be taken down. That means 25 will be coming down. So we need to divide 4500 by 25. So 25 ones are 25. 5 minus 5 is 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. Bring down this 0. Now 25 eights are, it's 200. You cannot leave this division, as I always saying to you. You cannot leave the division till the time you are having the digit over here. Sometimes students are leaving that we have got the remainder as 0, so we don't want to do. No, but you need to take do the division till the last digit, right? Now 0 also. So 25 zeros are 0. So how many glasses can be filled with this curd? That is 180 glasses. Total 180 glasses will be filled with the help of this curd.
आभार।